Hello, everyone. Welcome to week one of the Student Facilitated Discussions. This week, Michelle and I will be taking a closer look at school councils. In this video, we will be covering the following topics. Firstly, what is the purpose of school councils and why are they important according to the School Act? And secondly, how do school councils connect to law, policies, and procedures within our schools? Throughout these two topics, you're going to see us connecting certain things to our current context, as well as you'll see another member of our school community filling you in on some more information. So let's get started.
So what is the purpose of school councils and why are they important according to the School Act? After reviewing the school council regulation found in the School Act, it is clear to us that school councils have a legislative purpose which involves the principal, parents, community, and the board. It is legislated that the school council must advise the principal and the board respecting matters relating to the school. If you want to see what the School Act looks like, I can show you. There you go. I was fortunate enough to attend a session put on by Alberta School Council Association to educate teachers and parents on the purpose and the role of a school council. Some of the main points that they highlighted in their presentation based on the School Act, these are it. So the school council includes the following members. It must have a principal, a teacher, and a student if you are at the senior high level. And then the parents of children enrolled in the school must hold the majority of the members. The responsibility of school councils. The school councils are there to foster, develop, maintain, and reflect the culture of the school. They're there to provide the opportunity to participate in the advisory role. They create the forum for discussion and seek and represent school community views. The responsibility of the school board is to provide school council with the opportunity to share opinions on the school's mission, vision, and philosophy. The different policies, annual education plan, annual results report, and budget. It is important that principals consider all perspectives when making decisions in the best interest of the students in their school.
Awesome. So along with the School Act, we also thought it would be important to take a look at some of the policies and that are specifically coming out. So for example, we wanted to take a look at the Leadership Quality Standard. So if you haven't seen it yet, I'm going to bring it up. There it is. So the first section that we're going to look at relating to school councils and the role of a leader within a school, because we do think that it's important to connect the school council to best practices in which this document outlines for leaders within a school. So Section 7, Developing Leadership Capacity, says a leader provides opportunities for members of the school community to develop leadership capacity and to support others in fulfilling their educational roles. So specifically, if you look at C, it says promoting the engagement of parents in school councils and facilitating constructive involvement in school councils in school life. So an example that we wanted to bring forward next is a video of one of our school leaders showing how she tries to promote engagement of parents in school councils.
And why it is important.
I feel that it's really important to engage parents in school council. I find sometimes they hesitate because they think it's really just a boring meeting that won't have any information that's really vital to their children specifically. So as a principal, it's always a challenge to get parents to come out and be involved in school council. And so there's different ways that we have tried to do that. First of all, we do try to keep it short because if it goes on and on, time is precious to everyone and they won't want to spend their time just listening. And so we try to make it more engaging we've had guest speakers at times. We've talked about wellness, family wellness. We have covered different curriculum aspects that are changing. We have done 7 habits training. We've tried to do a little bit some different things to get the parents engaged. Also, we do a monthly school report. So then that is really what parents care about. They want to know what's happening in the school. They want to know if we are fundraising, what are we fundraising for? What are the exciting activities that their kids are going to be involved in? What are the opportunities that are out there for their kids? So it's just, we really always want to grow our school council numbers. And every year it's just trying different things to get parents to come out and to be involved and to understand, even if they do take like a leadership role within the school council, that we also support them. We work hard with them, so they're not on their own.
Awesome. So the next quality that we're going to look at is number 1, which is fostering effective relationships. And we all know how important this is as teachers and as leaders to build trust between all of the stakeholders within education. So this one states that a leader builds positive working relationships with members of the school community and the local community. This could be done while working with parents and community members involved in the school council. An example that we thought of is actually happening right now in the town that I live in, in the separate division. They are looking at implementing a cell phone policy in their high school. And so in doing so, they reached out to the school council to provide input on the policy to ensure support. So we thought that that was a really great connection to this section. The final section that we were able to connect it to is section 3, embody visionary leadership. So in this section, it says a leader collaborates with the school community to create and implement a shared vision for student success, engagement, learning, and well-being. As Michelle mentioned previously, that is one of the requirements of the principal and the school board to ensure that we get that input from our school council when we're looking at our vision and our mission and student success and engagement. So when we were looking at an example to connect, we thought the principal report that both of our principals share at the meeting that they attend goes through things that are going on in the school and legislation that's coming from Alberta Education, putting it into more parent-friendly language, and things that are coming up in the school year. So it's that communication that's happening that allows for that collaboration within the school community. Now, looking at the leadership quality standard, we're now going to go and take a look at our administrative procedures. So we both took a look at ours. This is Northern Gateway's administrative procedure. What we noticed about both of our administrative procedures is that they coincide directly with the School Act. Lots of the stuff that's within this AP is actually taken word for word from the School Act. And then obviously they're all referenced at the bottom. So along with the school council administrative procedure, my school also has a conflict resolution administrative procedure regarding school councils.
Okay, and to finish it off, as a school I am a part of a school who recently formed a school council, and I can assure you the importance of referring to the School Act and our division's administrative procedures when we were doing this. Also, the resources from Alberta School Councils Association is worth taking a look at. So if you go to here, I'm afraid to show you my desktop because it's so messy. This website, this provincial, they are association, sorry. They offer workshops for schools who are starting fresh or for people who need a refresher. So if you go to resources, there's lots of resources for school councils. And then these are all the different kinds of workshops and templates and tip sheets and videos that can help you create a stronger school council. And then with that, technical issues, sorry. Stop share. Okay, and with that, we want to know how effective is the school council within your school community at supporting and enhancing student learning.
So some things we want you to consider when formulating your response to this provocation is we want you to take into consideration your school culture and your environment, as well as the context of your school, because we had multiple discussions about different school levels. For example, Michelle is at an elementary school level, whereas I'm at a middle school level. Our school councils actually look quite different, especially when we look at participation by parents. The next thing we want you to look at is your administrative procedures and taking a look at what they say versus what's actually happening within your school. Next, we challenge you to talk to a school leader within your school. What is their opinion or perspective on the question that we posed based upon your school's context? And lastly, make sure to take a look at the legislation that we mentioned, the School Act, specifically the School Council Regulation Act, again, your administrative procedures, and anything else that you can find regarding anything on school councils. So thank you for listening. Good luck this week. We look forward to responding to all of your amazing comments and answers to the question.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.